Hello everyone, Yuki here again with a new video. This time I'm talking about the Panasonic DP-UB820. And this player I've actually had for a little while now. I got it about a weekend ago. I had a big party at the house for the Avengers. And what I would like to say about this player is that versus the Oppo 203 that I had, I still have it. It's actually downstairs. This player pretty much does everything that the Oppo does, but it also does the tone mapping much better than the Oppo did. For most people, I would say the Oppo is a great player, better build quality. The deck's a little bit better, but for the Panasonic, the one thing it does have is that tone mapping really matches up well with, say, a projector. On the Oppo, things weren't consistent. I mean, it helped a little bit. It's a lot better than what JVC has built in this projector's curve. But once I hooked up the Panasonic, it was it blew the Oppo away. And I like the Oppo. The Oppo's nice. It's quiet. It's responsive. It's a great player. But I don't know if those issues that I had with the tone mapping are ever going to get fixed. It's very sad that Oppo has left the consumer Blu-ray line. So this Panasonic player is the real deal. It has a lot of features that, becoming a standard now. But that tone mapping, there's about 4 categories. You got the OLED, you've got the super high bright, you've got the bright or like medium luminance, and then you have base luminance or projector. Obviously, I use the projector, and I would throw on a movie, but you guys already know what's going on here. So I let the tone mapping happen on here, and then it kicks out SDR 2020 to this JVC up here, and it looks phenomenal. Much better than before, much more consistent. That's the word I want to say. Much more consistent picture. I have a whole bunch of HDR10 movies that I've been throwing on here over the week just to test it out. And I will say that this player it's like a godsend for those of you who have a projector who are quote-unquote HDR capable, but it's just not there yet. Projectors just don't get that bright. But with this player here, it makes up for a lot of the shortcomings that the projectors have. And I must say, it looks phenomenal. Is it going to be better than an OLED? No. But is it as good as like an LCD can get? Pretty much. So, for those of you out there who have a projector, I highly, highly recommend you get the Panasonic DP-UB820. Downsides. All right, you've heard the good, now here's the bad. Remote is not as good as the Oppo. The apps are very, very limited. As a matter of fact, the app menu from here is the same as a Blu-ray player that I bought in like 2009. So the Viera, whatever they got it called there, it's not that great. It does have network support where you can play files over the network. I haven't really tested it out. I know the Oppo did it very well. I don't know if the Panasonic does it as well as the Oppo. It might not. But you're getting it for the tone mapping. If you don't need that, if you're happy with the way your television handles it, stick with your Oppo. Or, you know what? If you can't find an Oppo, this will work too. You can go get a much cheaper player that does Dolby Vision. This player does do Dolby Vision. It just hasn't been enabled in the firmware yet. But I don't have a Dolby Vision projector anyway. I don't even know if they make a Dolby Vision projector, but I know this one's definitely not. So it's a moot point in this room. But yeah, it's a decent player. It is $500. It's not cheap, but that tone mapping really brings out the highlights and it makes my projector better. So, everyone's going to have a different use for it, but for this theater room, this player is the best. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions or comments, please hit me up. Thank you very much.